You don't have to sit in front of strangers and sell to them all day long. Because if you set up the right things, the selling can be done for you before you have to speak to anyone. The thing that's going to do that for you is email marketing. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact sequence I use for myself and for clients that takes someone from a cold download to a paying client. The biggest mistake a lot of people and businesses use isn't sending the wrong sequence. A lot of the time, it's just down to sending too few emails and being too shy about your actual pitch. Most coaches will do something like this. Someone downloads a lead magnet, they get a welcome email, and then they get silence for 2 to 3 weeks. And then out of nowhere, they'll get a random promo email pushing their offer. People don't buy this for 2 reasons. Number 1, they don't trust you yet. And number 2, you haven't asked clearly enough for it. Those 2 things are why most email lists just sit there doing nothing. So here's what I'd actually do instead. The whole thing is 7 emails, 18 days. Each one has a specific job. And so we'll walk through each one of them. And so I'm going to walk through each one of them, tell you what it does, why it's there, and what most people get wrong. Email 1 goes out immediately. Its job is to deliver the lead magnet, briefly say who you are, and set expectation for what's coming up. And at the end, you ask a question. Something like, what's your biggest challenge right now? The second email goes out the day after. Normally, this should include one actionable tip they can use today. I'd say 150 to 200 words max is all you need for this. And then point them to your best piece of content for more depth. You'll notice that neither of the emails I've spoken about have had any pitch at all yet. And to be honest, this is the email that I think most people skip when they're building an email list. Creators either jump straight into selling or they wait too late. And this email earns you the right to start asking for things later on. Now on day 4, you're going to send email 3 and you're going to name a real frustration that you know your clients have. So for me, it would be something like, you're posting, you've got followers, so why aren't you making sales? And the important bit of this email is to just state the problem instead of solving it. And then at the end, go with something like, tomorrow I'm going to show you exactly how to fix this. That agitation you've given without the resolution is what makes people curious about what's coming in the next email. Some people might say it's manipulation, but I just think it's good storytelling. You're simply just reflecting back how they already feel. Now on day 7 is where you're finally going to introduce your offer. One thing I always say is make sure you've given your offer some sort of name or label, something that's memorable to people. I would honestly keep it to 3 steps if you can, and just tease what's coming next. The name doesn't have to be revolutionary, it just has to be something you've come up with. Named, structured, and repeatable. Day 10, we're going to the proof, showing off real results, specific numbers, before and afters. This is where I'd start using case studies if you have them. And at the end, have a soft call to action to your offer. And if you haven't got any case studies yet, use your own result or just be honest about it. Make sure you don't skip this email because proof will be the biggest lever in the whole sequence. Day 14, you send email 6. What this email does is name 2 or 3 real objections using language from your comments and your DMs, and you reframe each one honestly. Because by the time they then hit your offer page, the resistance is already gone. And then finally on day 18, you send your final offer email. You go what it is, what they get, and what it costs, and have one clear call to action. And I think honestly, this is the email that most people either never send, or they bury it in tons of copy. Stuff like that kills sales. Just be direct with your offer. And I would also add a PS line at the bottom, restating the call to action in a simple sentence. Because honestly, PS lines sometimes get read more than the rest of the body of the email. So now hopefully you've got a good idea, bones of your email sequence that you need to start taking people from your audience to a paying client. But without the 3 things I'm about to tell you, this sequence honestly won't convert no matter how good it is. So number 1 is a specific offer. Your call to action in your emails isn't work with me. Call to action is exactly what it is, exactly who it's for, and how much it is. If that's not clear before you start writing up your emails, then make sure you sort that first. The second one is a warm list. Cold subscribers from a random ad aren't going to convert in 18 days. That's just the truth. The sequence only works when the list is warm, which means the people you're driving there need to be people who found you through your content. And the last thing is just consistency. Most people start setting this up, they write 2 emails and then sack it off. But trust builds over time. Sequence only works if you actually get around to building it and then publishing it and getting it live. This video covered email marketing and nurture. But honestly, for some of you, that's not even a real problem. Maybe your funnel's leaking somewhere else and you just can't put your finger on it. So in the description, I'll put together a quick audit, which takes a couple minutes, and it will tell you exactly where your bottleneck is and what to fix first. And I think it's worth doing before you start changing anything. So to summarize quickly, you've got 7 emails over 18 days, all doing one job, which is simply moving someone from a curious viewer to a convinced buyer. And the real shift with email marketing is to stop treating it like just broadcast and to start treating it like a conversation you're having with a potential client. And before you go, there's another video here which YouTube thinks you like that I made a couple weeks ago.